So we are live with another session of Cricketing Sense.
Hello.
तो मेरे साथ है पार्थो and Shourendro, our regular panelist.
Hi.
So this session will try to continue in Hindi or English, just for our other language viewers, like who doesn't understand our native language Bengali. So we'll try to cover as much as possible. So today's topic will be basically like just concluded New Zealand versus Bangladesh match, where New Zealand, I won't say convincingly won the match, but it was a comfortable win for them. And like the overall scenario of the Group A and the possibilities for tomorrow's match, like for the Group B situation. So I'll like to welcome Partha and Shorendra for today's discussion. So yeah, before starting our discussion for today, I'd like to, ask if like whoever is watching or will watch, please like the session. Like we'll be watching after our live session is over. So please like our video, share with your friends, and please do subscribe to our channel. So we have lots of planning related to cricket stories and all that. So many interesting things, interesting contents we'll try to bring in the future days. So yeah, so Partho, Shorendro, whoever wants to continue, you can.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
like
rightly
yeah,
as
so
Riju.
please.
Yeah. Am I audible?
हाँ
और
हाँ आप
ऑडियो
ऑडिबल है
আসছে?
बोलिए बोलिए बोलिए
ठीक है, ठीक। तो जैसे रिजुल ने पहले ही कहा कि जो मतलब द विन अगेंस्ट बांग्लादेश wasn't that convincing. At first, when I was looking at the match, as if it was divided into two parts, like till 16th or 17th over, Bangladesh were really in the game. Like उन्होंने 3 wickets ले लिए थे for 72
हाँ
runs. तो उस समय ऐसा लग रहा था कि शायद एक दो विकेट्स अगर तब गिर जाते तो बहुत they could have put New Zealand under more pressure, but unfortunately they couldn't do it. And kudos to Rachin Ravindra and Tom Latham. They put up a very good partnership of over 100 runs, I guess. I don't have the exact figures, but yeah. So
yeah
that
yeah
partnership
112.
uh,
112.
uh, completely, yeah, completely tilted the game towards New Zealand, and it shows us why they are the contender for the trophy, even though they haven't won it in quite a while. But yeah, it shows us how much pedigree they have as a team, and going forward they have a lot of chances. Yes.
Yeah.
true
Because
true
because, uh,
yeah
because when Bangladesh started bowling, actually, their bowling was not that effective. Actually, uh, what I felt, because when they started the first innings, their performance was really. I mean, as usual, as like. I was watching like the match of the with India, actually, how they played with India, the same pattern they were following, and the run was similar kind of that. Okay, so but in bowling time, they actually couldn't stop the two batsmen the started New
Right.
Zealand.
yeah actually like I would actually echo what Partho has been saying. Like Bangladesh, when like I was actually quite looking into this match because on paper the match was kind of uh, it's a no-brainer key, like who is going to win this match for any cricket lover or whoever is watching, following cricket regularly or even not. But but the score Bangladesh has put in Rawalpindi today actually was kind of similar the day they batted against India. Only I think with 15 runs added, they extra added to today's total. But the bowling start they have actually made the match, like I thought the match would be a bit of interesting even at the end also, at the fag end of the innings also. If you see, the batsmen were actually quite struggling to score the runs for those last 15-20 runs, because the pitch was not like, the ball was actually not coming to the bat properly. The pitch seemed to be a double paced. It looked to me as a double paced, because Glenn Phillips, he's a proper stroke maker, but he couldn't hit the ball properly at a go at will. Usually the way he used to play, he couldn't play that. But as the score was not that much, like only 240 odd runs they were chasing, तो उस हिसाब से like it was a like easy chase, like the way Tom Latham and Rachin Ravindra built on the partnership. It was quite a cakewalk for them to win this match. And particularly I would mention Rachin Ravindra, because the from the day he started his ODI career as a top order batsman starting from the World Cup, I recall like one of the practice matches, like not practice match, in one of the warm up matches going towards the World Cup, they tried him as an opener, and everyone thought it's just a tryout, like they were just simply warming up with him as an opener, but he's not going to open. But they continued with him, and he actually scored runs for like majority of the success that New Zealand got in the World Cup in 2023 was actually because of Rachin Ravindra's way of cricket, the way of batting he did, and he has been continuing. And it seems like he's one of those promising youngsters in coming day cricket in across all three formats. And the way like he is also coming back from an injury, from a head injury that he got during the Tri Nation series in Pakistan, like just prior to Champions Trophy, in the Tri Nation series between, I mean, among the South Africa, Pakistan, and New Zealand, he got a hit on his head by the ball. And after that, he was out of the whole series, and also in the first match of this Champions Trophy, also he was playing. But after coming back and fitting him in the middle order, the way he batted was commendable. Like he, like just like yesterday, like the way Kohli batted, it was kind of
Yeah.
similar sort of innings, but with more commendable, more commanding way. He played like it never felt like New Zealand could, after that New Zealand could actually lose the match.
So,
So yeah, overall,
Yes.
like yeah,
so
Partho,
Rijul,
yeah.
what do you think? He can be a threat for India for the next match.
Obviously, like I feel not only Rachin Ravindra, I would mention another person who is like Kyle Jamieson. Like though he wasn't that much successful in today's game, but New Zealand has
Yeah.
included him in the playing 11. So it could probably, he might play in the next match against India as well. And the match will be in Dubai. And if we do not mistake, the height that Kyle Jamieson have is kind of similar to Harshit Rana, our Indian fast bowler. And Harshit Rana is also quite economical in in these last two matches. Even though he might not, like in the first match, I think he got 3 wickets. In the last match, I think yesterday only 1 wicket he got, but he bowled exceptionally well. So that is one where like, and Kyle Jamieson has a lethal swing, just like Team Saudi and Trent Bolt, who is not part of the squad in this Champions Trophy for New Zealand, but he has got that swing. Even if like if the condition is not favorable for a swinging, but he, with the new ball, he might fetch some sort of swing, like in under the light. If the ball does something, it could be difficult for the Indian openers and the top order batsmen, like we have seen earlier, right? Against swinging bowling, in quality swing bowling, Indian top order batsmen, especially Rohit and all, they struggle. So that he could be one of the threat. And also I would mention Bracewell, Michael Bracewell and Santner. We all have been
Man
mentioning
of the match.
Santner and his accuracy, the way he bowled, but Bracewell also today, came into the party and pick up 4 wickets. I think he is probably, though I think Rachin will be the man of the match, but I think he also could be one of the contender to be a man of the match. So he also could be one of the threat for India in the next match. Partho. Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
think,
Yeah. Right.
Saurabh, about the strategy of New Zealand today? New Zealand played against Bangladesh? Would that affect
Yeah,
India's?
yeah, definitely. India would be definitely watching today's highlights and analyzing what to do in the next match, because even though we and New Zealand both have qualified for the next round, but still it carries a lot of importance, the next match going forward. And as Rijul mentioned rightly, Rachin Ravindra is definitely a threat, because as if I remember correctly, then he scored 100 on his debut in the World Cup against England probably. And since then he has shown immense potential. You know, he's a big match player, and he always plays really well in crucial crunch matches. And also Bracewell, the way he bowled today, got 4 wickets. And Santner also gave us a lot of tough time during the test series, in the last test series, picked up quite a few wickets. And even though we play spin really well, we found it very difficult to play against Santner. So I think, yeah, and also not to forget that Daryl Mitchell, I think, is also not playing. He's in the bench.
I
So
think
yeah,
they
New
dropped
Zealand.
to Rachin, to include Rachin. They dropped Daryl Mitchell,
Uh,
though he also one of the key players for New Zealand success. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. So yeah, I think lots of positive to take for New Zealand, and it will definitely not be an easy match or a cakewalk for India in the next match. Yeah.
So, what do you think that if India will choose the bat first, will that help? Or if they choose the ball, which one would help for the next match? As Bangladesh
Uh,
did today.
is it for me?
Rijul, would you answer?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So,
Yeah.
like whatever we say or we found to be ideal for India to do in the next match after the toss, India will definitely going to chase the target. So that is what India's approach throughout the phase of Virat Kohli's captaincy and Rohit Sharma's captaincy. I mean, that is what approach India used to love, in the wide limited over cricket. So in that scenario, I believe India might go for like whatever be the decision in the toss. India might prefer to bat second and opt for bowling if they want. And if I like, but the condition in Dubai is not going to be easy for chasing more the जब जब वो मतलब टाइम जब तक वो निकलता जाएगा वो पिच और भी खराब होता जाएगा so that would be one area where I believe India should look into. Mm, and like they should rethink their and reanalyze their and restructure their planning going forward because say for like now it is kind of official that we are going to I mean, both New Zealand and India has already qualified for the semi-final, but India has to play all their matches in Dubai. So that we has to consider, and India needs to consider like for their next plan of action starting from next match. I think there is one question came from Abhishek.
Abhishek Mukherjee. Yeah.
Yeah, Abhishek is saying IIT Baba has predicted that India will not win the cup. What are your thoughts? So, but Abhishek, like IIT Baba has predicted, like Pakistan will win yesterday, was supposed to win yesterday's match, but
Yeah.
our Virat Kohli, King Kohli has proven his prediction to be just a prediction, and it was a wrong prediction. It seemed like um, uh, but if you ask me, Abhishek, like I would definitely say ki I also have my second thoughts. Like India is yet to play to win the Champions Trophy. Like we cannot certainly ascertain ki India is like looking like a champion. That we cannot ascertain, unlike 2023 World Cup, the way they have been
Hmm.
playing. But here they are yet to play like that. Of course, like in the first match, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, they couldn't score big. in this game they kind of covered their bases. Shubman Gill, as usual, the more he's playing, the more consistency he's showing throughout his in ODI career. And I think like he kind of stopped at full stop the on the discussion, like he whether he should be playing in the with Rohit Sharma as the opener or not. So at least for ODI format, I believe, because I believe like after Virat Kohli, he is kind of taken the mantle, and he's kind of has matured, and matured the art of playing ODI cricket, because the way he pace out, the way he approach the innings while chasing or while building innings is commendable. I have been watching him from his under 19 days, and from then onwards, like he seemed to be a ODI, preferably a ODI suited cricketer. So that they are playing well, but one concern is still there, is the fast bowling, because no matter what, you have a good spin bowlers, but fast bowling is one area that I think all three of us will agree ki Shami's injury update will be definitely going to be a concern for us, because we are yet to receive after last yesterday's match what is his condition of injury, whether India is like to rest him and try out Arshdeep. That we have to look into. Yeah. So I think another question Abhishek has asked. Do you think this tournament will prove to be final game changer for Kohli's ODI career? Shoro or Partho? What do you think, both of you? Shoro
Yeah,
first, please.
I think Kohli was never gone. There is a common misconception that Kohli was probably it was end of his career. He wasn't doing well. Yes, definitely, he wasn't getting runs, but it was never about the technique or never about the class. He always had the class and always had the technique. It was about I think it was about the confidence. He wasn't having that confidence that he could score runs. The moment he scored those couple of extra cover drives in the last match, probably that was it for me. Then I sort of also had the belief that he could score big, and he went on to score a big 100. And so it was, yeah, definitely. We cannot say that this tournament is going to be a game changer for Kohli. He was always there. He has nothing to prove. He has done it all. He has done it all for India. He has nothing to prove. But yeah, definitely, if he plays well in the coming matches, then it will be great, and it will be another feather in his cap. And but as a batting unit, we are looking really good. As Rijul also mentioned that um, uh, Shubman Gill seems to have taken the mantle from Kohli, and Kohli also looks in great form right now. So both of them, if they can carry it on forward, then definitely we have a great chance. But still, considering those facts, I think bowling is still a bit of concern for us, because no matter what you do, it's very hard to replace Jasprit Bumrah. So definitely we have brought in Harshit Rana, and he has done relatively well in the last two matches. But you cannot, whatever you do, you cannot replace Bumrah. So we need to look into that, and there hasn't been any update on Shami's injury, so we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Partho, do you like to add on
Yeah,
anything?
Kohli was always been like a man when there is a pressure. Under the pressure, he has that much potential to play under that under the pressure, and and shine up. So he did the same thing yesterday's match.
Yeah. I would like to, I would have a different take on these questions, because, if not on ODI career, if it is a game changer or not, maybe not, at least in that format. But it definitely gave a kind of breather, and also, but yet like it is not yet finished. Like the result, the outcome that we are going to have after the Champions Trophy, that is also going to add on with this part. Like how Kohli's career is going to shape out in test format as well. Because like after the performance in BGT in Border Gavaskar Trophy. Uh, Kohli will be definitely there in the 15 member squad or 16 member squad, whatever is going to travel to England. Rohit Sharma, I am a bit of in doubt still. It seems like Jasprit Bumrah is going to be officially full-time Test captain, but Kohli's in Kohli's case, but it is definitely going to like it if the result come in India's favor, the tournament, like if India win. Kohli might get a more rope in the ODI format, and it might give him more confidence. Maybe we would see he is going to cover his loopholes in the batting, like whatever it is, mental barrier or technical and whatever it is, he is going to score runs in England. So that is going to anyway, extend his career. So Abhishek is saying a bit of a different question. If you had to save your life, considering the mentality of a batsman, whom would you choose, Dravid or Kohli? Chodo.
It's a difficult question to answer because both are technically very
For
sound,
different scenario,
and
both of them specialize for
yeah,
different scenario we have seen already.
yeah. It's and also they played in a different era. When Dravid was playing, he faced the likes of Glenn McGrath and Brett Lee and Shane Bond, Shoaib Akhtar, and Kohli has definitely faced tough bowlers, but yeah, it's hard to compare like that. Both are technically very sound, and yeah, Dravid has also given us very great matches, and he has also helped us save a lot of matches. Who can forget about the Test match against Australia? Dravid and Lakshman, they saved the match and own it for us. So yeah, it's a difficult question to answer, but if you ask me, then I would say Kohli because he performs really well under pressure, and he thrives in those situations. For example, uh, in the match against Pakistan, there was a huge amount of pressure on him because he wasn't performing well. But he takes in these moments, and he finds it somehow finds his way out of it. And so I would definitely think I'd definitely pick Kohli because I'm a little biased towards Kohli. Yeah, like a lot of us.
Partho, it is difficult for you to, is it?
Yeah, uh, I said
Yes.
actually they are from different. The specialists from different genre. Like for taste and all, we have seen that how Dravid played, and how Kohli played on his time.
Uh, Actually, for me, it would be on the criteria basis on the criteria depending on what the my life will be saved. Is it like the amount of time that the batsman has to spend on crease or the amount of run that the batsman has to chase? So depending on that, I would choose either Kohli or Dravid. If it is a matter of time, then it would be definitely Dravid. And if it is a matter of run, like the amount of run has to be chased within a certain period of overs, then it would be definitely Kohli. Yeah, so I think another question, Abhishek, I think it is a counter question. Like then, so you always think India needs to be under pressure for Kohli to perform. Is that a good scenario for team? Will that help the team? Definitely not. Like in my opinion, definitely that is not the right way. Uh, and but it is like it is more highlighted because in such scenarios, like if India is under pressure, that means the openers has gone out cheaply, right? So that's why in that place we are thinking like Kohli is performing. So if India is not under pressure, that means like the openers has already scored. So there is no like if Kohli is not scoring runs, definitely we would want in that scenario also Kohli is scoring runs, hitting centuries or scoring quick fire 50. But even if he is not scoring, maybe that if India is not under pressure, that means even if he is not scoring, that also not going to affect India's outcome for that particular match. But it is not always like I can give you stat analytically. Kohli has always performed in both scenarios. be it under pressure, be it under, but be it in a good scenario. Because as we emphasize that the India, if the team is under pressure, then Kohli is only performing because he has kind of done that consistently.
Yeah,
We haven't seen much of a player who is performing under pressure again and again. We can name many matches like that. That will be another day's discussion. We will definitely going to put on a episode on Kohli's impact of Kohli's innings. So the for that you have to subscribe to our channel and keep eye on our channel. So but definitely Kohli is a like he's the best player in this generation across format, undoubtedly, hands down. So I think another question, Abhishek, don't you think that any other batsman would have been dropped way before if his name was not Virat Kohli? I would come to you both first, then I'll give my take on it. Anyone? Pick
Partha,
it.
Sure.
you want to take it?
No.
See,
It's a controversial question, na? So
like
that's
the way
why
you mentioned,
part.
it's a very
Please go ahead.
controversial question, but you don't just drop Virat Kohli like this. We also had the likes of Sachin Tendulkar's, and these players have proved their mettle, and these players have performed. Kohli has an average of like 53 or 54 in ODI, and one just doesn't get 84 hundreds just like that. And it's very hard to drop players like Kohli or someone like Rohit Sharma because a good innings may just right in the corner. So ऐसे ही आप कोहली को ड्रॉप नहीं कर सकते. तो ये आप टीम मैनेजमेंट उनको चांस दे रहे थे और enough chances were given to him. And yeah, it's maybe in other country he would have been dropped, but in countries like Australia. But yeah, I personally believe that in India we have something called star culture, and that needs to change, and we need to address it. And star culture has to go. If we have to perform well in the next 10 years, 15 years, then definitely it is a problem. If a player does really well, then we put him on the pedestal and we sort of start worshiping him. It has to be, it has to go. And the scenario is changing, more players are coming in, we have more options. And if somebody doesn't play well for like 10 matches or like a couple of tournaments, and he will be dropped. Yeah.
Yeah, like if whatever his question is, my answer would be yes. Definitely, Kohli should have been dropped way before. Like the player has not been scoring that much run after 2019 November 24th century against Bangladesh in the pink ball test. So the name is Virat Kohli. That's why he got that much longer rope. If it is any like in India itself, if it was Rohit Sharma or any other batsman, that player's career would have been over in that particular format. But as it is Virat Kohli, as that player has delivered in a brief, like from a period of 2014 till 2019, he has, you know, performed gigantic performances he have shown across formats. So that is the very reason that he was not dropped. But after this Border Gavaskar Trophy's dismissal, he is actually at the verge of getting dropped. Maybe England tour is going to be an acid test for him in Test cricket at least. But yeah, definitely that is under the radar now. So I think we have joined by Ganesh also. Ganesh Munian. So he's also he's not only a cricket lover, he plays cricket just like me. Like welcome Ganesh to our channel. So yeah. So his question is, if not Bumrah for the knockouts, are we missing a specialist seamer? Shouro, what is your take on it?
um uh, Yeah, I think we have Arshdeep, but if we have Shami available, that definitely Shami is a better option, because the way he bowls up front, and his seam position mainly, it's so on point. Then if even if the pitch doesn't have any assistance for the bowlers, if the ball hits on the seam, then it will definitely have, if it moves like a bit, like a few inches, or not even a few inches, few centimeters, then you have a chance of getting any batsman out. So, but yeah, Arshdeep, I think if Shami doesn't play, then Arshdeep definitely should get a bit of a chance to prove himself, because
Pandya is
he's
also there.
definitely left. Yeah, he's a left arm bowler, so that will be a good change for us. And so the Arshdeep starting from one end and Harshit Rana starting from the other, or Hardik Pandya could start, or even Rijul, as Rijul was saying yesterday, that we could also start with a spinner for a change up. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely we can go with Arshdeep as a replacement for Shami.
Mm, yeah, like what Ganesh is asking, like if Bumrah is not for knockouts, like definitely we are missing a specialist seamer in my opinion. I was not actually in like I didn't like the squad composition that India took to Champions Trophy with the five spinners, because if you see India is already playing with three spinners, namely they are saying ki Jadeja and Akshar is a bowling all-rounder, but we all know Akshar is actually a spinner who is now improved his batting so well that we are terming him as a proper all-rounder. So we have Washington Sundar, Kuldeep, and Varun Chakraborty. So I have my doubts when we are going to play Washington Sundar. So I thought when before coming the final squad, I thought maybe as Bumrah is getting left out, it is good like they have included Harshit Rana and he's performing pretty well till this time. But I thought as Bumrah is not there, definitely we cannot replace Jasprit Bumrah. A Jasprit Bumrah cannot be replaced. So is Mohammad Shami, because we have seen a single Jasprit Bumrah cannot do you miracle in the BGT, right? He's also a human. He's not a robot. So similarly for Shami also, like though the tournament is small tournament, only if you say properly it's a 5 match tournament, and also it's a white ball, only 10 overs that you have to bowl. So but still Shami is getting older, so in that scenario I thought like whatever the logic they have given no while picking up Arshdeep, like in the preliminary squad when Bumrah was there supposed to be going to Champions Trophy, so they given this logic ki we are picking Arshdeep just to put on variety, that's why we are not keeping Mohammad Siraj. Now my point is, as Bumrah is getting left out, so we are putting in Harshit Rana. So Harshit Rana is also similar kind of bowler with Mohammad Shami and Jasprit Bumrah. So why not picking Mohammad Siraj as well as the fourth pacer? Because Mohammad Siraj, if you see, like in our country, the problem is we mix up the formats. Mohammad Siraj may not perform that much well as much that we have expected from him in BGT, but in ODI format, if India last played in Sri Lanka in last year August, there he has performed. Like after World Cup, he had actually performed. Maybe his World Cup was not went that much as we have been expecting, but Siraj could definitely be there because the lack of experience in the pace battery that we are seeing. But still we are not facing it because Bangladesh was not that at par team with India, and Pakistan's performance we have been seeing. They are not currently the scenario of Pakistan team is really intolerable. So it kind of gives me pain as a cricket fan because they have a large cricket history, rich cricket history in their past. So that gives me a bit of pain. But yeah, but with you, Ganesh, like I also agree. Like if say for example New Zealand then coming in semi-final, if India face South Africa or Australia or any sorry, what was that team? South Africa, England, and Australia. Any one of them, India might face, right? So in front of them, uh, specialist bowler like Bumrah will be definitely going to be missed, but it is what it is. Whatever is there in hand, we have to make out of it mostly, and just finger crossed ki Shami is going to feature in that semi-final, full fit Shami. That is what is expected because we also know what Shami can do in his days. Yeah, so
We
that
have
is
another question from Abhishek also, but I would like to
yeah,
ask
Abhishek.
Toro again that do you think India has taken that decision for this lineup and the player selection due to the pitch of this Dubai? Depending on this pitch, they have taken the decision.
Ah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, that is also was the actually the deciding factor why they have picked up only three specialist fast bowlers. But like we all have been speaking in the like prior to Champions Trophy, IL T20 was happening in Dubai, and all the batsmen in that tournament has been saying ki it was difficult to pick the fast bowlers compared to spinners because spinners haven't got that much wicket statistically. So that way we've all thought, and all the experts across YouTube and in media have been discussing like India should have at least another fast bowler. Though they are judging ki Hardik Pandya is the fourth fast bowler, but it will not be always like every day will you will be bowling Hardik Pandya 10 overs. So, but I think what is the thought process that worked in their brains to make come to this decision was they will be playing all their matches in Dubai, so the pitches will be reused. So the more the pitches is getting to be reused now, the pitches will got in sluggish because we are already seeing in Pakistan the pitches are double paced. So here, if you see in yesterday's match also and the Bangladesh match, all two matches, actually the pitches were kind of slow, and it kind of proving ki India's decision was or the thought process was kind of correct. But still, we require quality fast bowler to leverage the new ball benefit. I think Abhishek has answered to Ganesh's question. Yeah, Abhishek, we also agree ki like. We are definitely going to miss the stature of Bumrah that he have put in these last 8 9 years. Like he is kind of going to be after long time a fast bowler is going to captain India in Test cricket. That tells the the uh, volume of skill, volume of respect in Indian cricket for that person has. Right. So Abhishek has another question. Who do you think India will face in the semis? Can Afghanistan be the dark horses? Uh, Partho, if you would like to.
Uh, I have no idea, but I would prefer that it'll be. I mean, if it is semis, do you think that if it is against, India against Afghanistan, then will that be so much like semis? Because for semis, for finals, we all expect that something. Uh, Impactful and entertaining, right?
Yeah, that is true. Uh, Shodo, like, do you have any take on this? Shodendro, I think you were okay. I think he has got some technical
Yeah,
glitch. Uh,
but what are the probable teams that we can play against in the semis? I think that
I think he's having some technical issues. Yeah. So I'd like to answer that question. Why do you think India will face? I think anyone could come because only one round of match has covered Abhishek in that group. So tomorrow, the picture will be more clear, I believe. But Afghanistan, I thought could be the dark horse, provided like if they would have defeated last match in against South Africa. but they kind of showed like for a shorter tournament, right? You required the starting tempo. To set the starting tempo is very crucial for a shorter format like Champions Trophy. In the World Cup, sorry, in the World Cup, what happened? The tournament was a long, the 10 team tournament, and every team was playing against each other. So 9 matches each. So in those kind of tournaments, you get time to, prepare yourself or take the tempo right at the right time. But here, what happened? No, I think yeah, Shoro is back. So here, what will happen? No, like Afghanistan already lost the match. So against, I think tomorrow it will be against England. Not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So in that case, it is a do or die match for both the team, and we cannot write off England, though they have actually, defeated England in the World Cup. uh, I'm not pretty sure, but I just hope Afghanistan plays well at per their, because they have a lots of skillful players. They have raw talents in the team. The only thing that is lacked, like that is the temperament. The big match temperament is one thing that is they are lacking. They just have to cross. First time they have to just cross the barrier. I think after that they will, sure, they will make miracles in the world cricket, because if you see now the world cricket kind of gotten narrowed down to 4 5 teams, so we require a proper good, opposition, who could, with whom, like, it would be a competitive cricket we could see. So yeah, so I have my doubt, but I in my intuition says like it would be Australia and England, because anyone is going to lose tomorrow, either Australia or South Africa. But as South Africa has already picked up the winning habit, no, everyone was writing off seeing the last series that happened in Sri Lanka. They have lost 2-0. But Australia in ICC tournaments is a different sort of beast. We all have seen in the 2023 World Cup. I don't think at least Indians should not make mistake writing off Australia. I think there is one, I think not a question, it's kind of a opinion that he has provided. Yet I feel, depending on the recent bowling patterns of Harshit Rana and the performance that Mohammad Shami has provided, 23, I think we are in good hands to probe IIT Baba wrong. Yeah, I totally agree. The only concern I think, Abhishek, is Mohammad Shami's fitness, no? Because yesterday, like after bowling only 3 overs, he, picked a shin muscle injury, and that is quite that is quite common in Dubai's scenario, because the grounds are actually built on sand. So that much hard, the bowlers who is having a hard landing are actually kind of injury prone situation could happen for them. Harshit Rana is, I definitely agree. Like he is seems like a experienced bowler, and he's a young too, and the physique that he is possessing is kind of rare in the Indian in domestic circuit currently. So I would definitely believe like India should nurture this bowler. uh, Definitely the, reward will come कि इसको T20 वर्ल्ड कप में खिला देते हैं, क्योंकि आईपीएल से ही उठकर रहा है. So I would not prefer to, misuse him in T20. Maybe tournament to tournament you can use him, just like Jasprit Bumrah, because Bumrah is not playing across every bilateral T20 cricket. Only use him in ODI and Test cricket, because in Test cricket he had to work a lot of hard, because we have seen in BGT, he played first to Test, but he is yet to work hard on lots of things, lots of bases he needs to cover. Right? Yeah. I think Shouro Partho, do you have any other opinion on this question, like whatever he is saying? Or I think we'll wrap it up because it's already
Yeah,
like we are
I
overrunning
would just like
time.
to say one thing. Yeah, just like to expand on what you said. Uh, like we only have like five or six teams who are contending for the trophy, and yesterday Pakistan was thrown out of the cup literally, and today Bangladesh is probably has gone out of the cup, and these teams have been playing for quite a while, and they Bangladesh has not really have been up to the mark. The way they fielded today, missed quite a few chances, and few half chances of getting runouts, and missed couple of catches. And I think if you see the difference between the top teams and this sort of teams, the difference is very clear. Their fielding their fielding abilities and the effort they're putting, that makes a lot of difference. New Zealand on the field have probably have saved like 15 to 20 runs, and that makes a lot of difference. And India, uh, uh, in terms of fielding, is definitely doing well right now compared to other teams, compared to Pakistan and Bangladesh. But if teams like Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan plays well, then it makes for a great tournament. And going forward, we would definitely like to see more teams performing well, so that the tournament becomes more vibrant. Yeah, so that's what I'd like to say.
Yeah, I think yeah, Shouro has pretty much covered up whatever what I was also thinking. I think Partho is also thinking. Partho's thought process is also runs on the same. So yeah, so I think we are on the verge of wrapping up the session. So I think like
I
those
would,
who have
uh,
yeah Partho,
Rijul,
please add on.
Shorenro, I would like to ask one thing that we have spoken about India, New Zealand, and all. But for today's match, what do you think? For your opinion, for batting lineup of Bangladesh and the bowling lineup, what I mean, is there any good moment and best moment you would like to share with us?
Yeah, Shouro, go ahead first, then I'll take it up.
In terms of batting, I think I really
Any
enjoyed
moment, I think
watching.
any moment.
Any moment, yeah.
He's I think ask any moment.
Yeah, any moment. I would say the way Rachin Ravindra played.
For
It
Bangladesh,
reminded
for Bangladesh actually, I asked.
Bangladesh.
For
Like
Bangladesh,
from
actually,
Bangladesh's innings, any good moment from Bangladesh batting bowling that you would
perspective
like to
of
highlight?
Bangladesh.
Uh,
Did you
I
like
think
any moment?
Shanto
Yeah,
played a
yeah, go
good
ahead.
innings today. Shanto played a really resilient innings, and really held up the innings together. Scored 70 odd runs. Without his innings, they would have scored like under 200. So yeah, that gave Bangladesh a bit of a chance, but it wasn't enough. And from New Zealand's perspective, I think really enjoyed Rachin Ravindra innings. Yeah.
Yeah, I think from Bangladesh point of view, Partho, I would suggest like the starting spell that they have started, they have given a quick breakthroughs, right? In the very first over itself, they have picked up Williams wicket, and also after some time they pick up Kane Williamson and Conway also cheaply. So that also, I think that is the one point of highlight for Bangladesh. I think because Bangladeshi bowlers, I didn't found have bowled that much badly. Okay, because but maybe they are kind of lacking a good leadership currently. That just like Mashrafi Mortaza used to be. He used to be defend these kind of totals. At least put up a better fight in these scenarios. So yeah, so I think yeah, that is what I would like to add on this. Apart from that, I think Bangladesh has to rethink. Bangladesh has to rethink like. Whatever going forward, whatever tournament is coming, like they are kind of going in backward direction, I feel. So they have to look into their ODI because in at least in white ball format they used to be a good competitor, but now it seems like they are going in backward direction. So yeah, I think we would now going to wrap the session. So those who hasn't yet subscribed to our channel, so please do subscribe to Cricketing Sense YouTube channel. We have lots of thing planned in next few days, next few weeks. We would be seeing lots of special exclusive episodes on Indian cricket, on IPL, and any other tournament related to cricket. And also from the blast from the past, there is one segment we have where we would be discussing, previous series and any historic moments from the cricket, and our memories with it, attached with it. So those things you would be seeing. We'd be keep coming with coverage in English, Hindi, and Bengali, in all three languages. So please do like this video. Like whoever will watching later, please do like this video and share with your friends if you like it. Who watch cricket, who loves to listen cricket analysis, who likes to hear us from more on any specific topic, any specific innings of any player or any tournament. You
Please
can
do
you
comment.
can please comment on the comment section, and please subscribe and please share with your friends. Yeah, so we'll be wrapping up the session. Thank you.
Thank you.